George Fitzgerald all but must be domino. Let's cut to the chase. This album is going to be a game changer for UK-born, Berlin-based DJ, producer George Fitzgerald. While his previous LP was led by the timeless single Full Circle with Boxed In, the album as a whole was somehow less than the sum of its parts. But that's not the case here. In rock terms, the leap here is not unlike the one Radiohead made between Pablo Honey and the Bends. The music is more emotive, the confidence sharper, the production bolder. Iridescent lead single Burns you'll have already heard. It's been hammered by everyone from Sasha to Six Music over the festive, and it's just one of 10 rich, melodic highlights here. Frida is an epic instrumental, while the Berlin-inspired Siren Calls and the Echo Forgets will be getting serious underground DJ support this summer. Already number one in big tunes, Roll Back with Lil Silver is arguably his best radio record since Full Circle. And then there are the guests, any album which can casually feature Bonobo and Everything But the Girls Tracy Thorn, as well as Silver, is doing something right, and all three collabs are guaranteed to be doing damage on smarter dance floors. Half Light with Thorn has the same pop poignancy as her work on Walking Wounded, while the 6-minute Bonobo collab Outgrown has KCRW written all over it. But where this really matters is in terms of depth and dexterity, and you'll be playing this record well into the spring. In an era where albums come and go in a matter of weeks, All That Must Be is going to be lodged into key craniums for the rest of 2018. Feel free to remind us of what we wrote here come December, when it will be in everyone's end-of-year lists. Ralph Moore 9/10 Daniel Avery song for Alpha Fantasy Sound. There's a lot of anticipation hanging over this album. After all, it's almost 5 years since Avery released its beloved predecessor, Drone Logic. The biggest clue as to where he might have been heading was his 2016 DJ Kicks mix, which was distinctly Berlinish in tone, lots of bare and even bleak techno textures which were a stark contrast to Drone Logic, an LP which, while not exactly the Venga Boys, was of electro and acid bubble and bounce. In the event, Song for Alpha is a fair bit bleaker, of icy atmospherics and dissociative shoegaze fuzz, but it's a long way from techno-orthodoxy, too. The clearest reference points here are early 90s Aphex Twin before he got hyper-intricate, the mysterious Detroit electro of Drexler, and the way Richie Hawtin used to make a 303 sing in his more chilled tracks as Plastic Man. There are also dark ambient interludes, too, but in the same way that Shed and Bicep have recently managed to find new things to say with the tonalities of different parts of the 90s, so Avery skillfully weaves those references into his own eerie narratives here. There's some straightforward techno on both Diminuendo and The Amazing Sensation, and the more broken rhythms are still structured with a DJ's ear, perhaps too much so. On occasion it'd be good to hear those structures get even more disrupted. But maybe that's all still to come. As it is, this is a strong, sometimes truly beautiful, maturation of Avery's work as a producer. Joe Muggs 8/10 next page.